under an optical device called an optimizer. In mere seconds, it reads the dimensions of each plank and sends that information to a computer. The computer calculates the greatest number of standard-sized pieces that can be cut from the plank, then guides the ripsaw to cut accordingly. This maximizes the yield and limits waste. Flooring is made from medium quality rather than top quality lumber to keep prices competitive. As the pieces exit the saw, workers manually cut out any large knots or other defects, weak points at which a piece could potentially snap and jam up the equipment. The pieces now travel to a machine called the molder. Its revolving steel knives spin at a rate of 6,000 rotations per minute, carving a tongue down one side of each piece and a groove down the other. Workers do frequent spot checks to make sure the tongues and grooves fit together snugly. The next machine carves grooves on what will be the underside of the pieces. This is for air circulation and stability. Then, an embossed wheel imprints the words, "Made in Canada." Using cross-cut saws, workers remove any faults in the wood and divide pieces that have noticeable color variations. This is the first step towards sorting the wood by grade. Now a machine called an end matcher carves a tongue and groove on the two ends. Here's the view from inside the machine. Workers check once again for faults. Then, assessing quality and color, sort each piece by grade. This will be pre-finished flooring, so the pieces now run through a sander to prepare them to receive 8 coats of varnish. For certain finishes, the first coat contains wood stain. All subsequent coats are colorless. Between each application, ultraviolet lamps dry the varnish in just a few seconds. As the flooring exits the last drying oven, it's ready for packaging. Unfinished hardwood flooring has to be sanded, stained, and varnished after it's installed. Pre-finished flooring eliminates that extra work, sparing you the dust, the drying time, and the smell. Drainage pipes are vital to many industries, and they're an important component of municipal infrastructure. Cities use them to prevent streets from flooding in heavy rain. Forestry companies use them as culverts when building logging roads over streams. Pipes are often made of plastic. This corrugated pipe is made from a type of plastic called high-density polyethylene, or HDPE. The pipe factory combines 3 varieties of HDPE pellets: plain ones, recycled ones, and pellets with a colorant that provides UV protection. The proportions vary depending on the pipe's intended use. The mixer transfers the pellets to a machine called the extruder. It first heats them to about 230 degrees Celsius. This melts them into a thick liquid. Then it assembles what's called the corrugator, a mold whose cavity is in the shape of corrugated pipe. The extruder injects the liquefied HDPE into the corrugator, applying vacuum pressure to spread it evenly into all the crevices. A built-in cooling system hardens the plastic just enough to set the shape, enabling them to extract the pipe from the mold. The pipe then passes through a cold water shower, which hardens the plastic completely. The pipe now enters a machine called the perforator, which punches holes around the circumference. These holes, whose size varies by model, serve two purposes. First, they make the pipe lighter and therefore easier to transport and install. Second, they enable water to enter the pipe continually at virtually any location, then flow to the end and drain out. It's crucial to prevent soil from clogging these holes, so this next machine wraps the pipe in a filter cloth made of polyester. They don't want this filter cloth to unravel, so the machine heat seals it closed. This corrugated polyethylene pipe is finished and ready to be packaged and shipped. The packaging line is highly automated. Robotic equipment first coils the length of pipe that the customer ordered. Then it cuts the end. The robots tie the coil at several points so that it doesn't unravel. Workers now transfer the coiled pipe to a machine that covers it in plastic stretch wrap. This covering will protect the filter cloth until installation time from the damaging effects of dirt, moisture, and light. This factory also produces what's called double wall pipe, which has a corrugated outside wall and a smooth inside wall.